What if we told you there's a story that never ends? A story that just kept going till the end of time.
As a kid, the greatest thing that can happen to you is being the coolest kid in school. The kid that everyone wants to be seen with, the kid that everyone wants to hang out with. They watch movies and listen to music that their friends recommend and read books that they can relate to. Theirs is a world filled with wonder, a world filled with the need to be accepted, a world in which every step is about being recognized. It's about being creative, imaginative, and daring. Not so simple, huh? A child's parents has one wish: excellence. Excellence brings recognition as a mark in history. The nemesis to a child's excellence is often technology, gadgets that stunt creativity, kill imagination, and makes them mindless zombies.
So what really is the challenge? Simple. Give kids a chance to be hip and cool among their friends. Give parents the chance to see their kids make history. Well, obviously, your next question is how? We present the longest story ever written.
In collaboration with a key publishing house, famous editors, and some of the greatest storytellers of our time, we will create and publish our book, The Adventures of Mimi and Lee. Two current-day heroes who, through pure wit, imagination, and cool technology, solve some of the greatest mysteries they come across and defeat some supervillains. The idea is that these adventures never end, because after we release the first book, the story is left to be continued by the reader. At the end of the book, the reader reaches a blank page that just says, "To be continued by you." Log on to www.neverendingmimiandleeadventures.com.
At the website, the reader becomes a writer. The web page will encourage children to imagine new chapters, introduce new characters, and eventually keep the story going. Once the story is submitted and picked up by our editorial teams, they begin to lace it into the original story and wait for the next kid, who will also have to read the published stories and submit his continuation.
So now how are we motivating kids? Play on the psychology of children. Use word of mouth and bragging as the main motivation to read and participate. Any child whose story is selected would eventually start talking to his friends, telling his peers how his school story was selected and published, and show his name in the book since it will mention story inspired by. He will also get cool gifts that are related to reading and sparking more imagination, like the Kindle, a trip to Universal Studios, a trip to Walt Disney, and many other options. The sheer competitive spirit among children, rewards, and the popularity gained would work as a motivation to having more and more people contribute to the book. However, this would actually require the writers reading the story so far.
So how are we launching the idea and making it popular? Using our main communication message, create writers to create readers, The Adventures of Mimi and Lee. Your imagination is what comes on the next page. We will take the story into social media and YouTube. As the participation grows, using mainstream media, we will talk to our key target, the parents, encouraging them to have their children go down in history as a book writer. The next level would be roping in educational institutions, encouraging schools to have students participate by giving extra credits. Finally, we will work on tying up with major promoters like animation studios, gaming studios, and TV networks. These are the channels that help make Mimi and Lee a never-ending story. Our story does not end here.